Hey Frugivore, I'm Freelee. Welcome back to Frugivore Diet Channel. So today's video, we are going to react to what I eat in a day as a model. And some of these days are going to be keto. So you know how I feel about keto. Anyway, that's what I'm going to react to today. If you want to see more of these videos, thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't. And also tell me in the comments what sort of length of video you want to see. Okay, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10, 20, long as possible, short as possible, whatever. I want to know, want to get opinions of my frugivores. So let us know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, Frugivore, here we are in the What a Model Eats in a Day corner of TikTok. And as you know, we have done a video for Bentley Mascal in the past. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. This individual on the left here. So we're not going to look at her videos, but we're going to go to this other woman here, What I Eat in a Day as a model, hashtag fashion model 2020. Let's go.
What I eat in a day as a model.
Oh, wow. So it's great to actually hear her real human voice. Thank you, Biwari. Her handle is BWRARII. So that's great to start with. So she's obviously slim. And the first point I want to make here is if you want to stay this slim, but you're also eating animal bits and pieces, then you're going to have to restrict every single time. And I just want to make a point about the animal bits and pieces. I use that descriptor because I don't want to say animal products and I don't want to say meat. I want people to realize that they're actually eating bits of animals that used to live. You know, I want that connection to be made. So that's why I say that in case you're wondering. So yeah, you have to restrict. And I'm not sure if she's eating them. We're going to find out.
For breakfast.
But I mean, as you can see from my body, just quickly, you know, because I'm eating my species-specific diet, I don't have to restrict. I don't have to restrict. And every animal in nature is the same. They're not restricting the calories in order to stay slim, are they? Because they're eating the biologically designed diet. So
toast with peanut butter and apples.
Okay. That seems so tiny, that toast, and so dry and tiny. But I'm glad to see it's plant-based. You know, apples, peanut butter, bread, that is great. Obviously, peanut butter is not ideal to have first thing in the morning. And I hear some of you saying, but I love it. It's amazing. You are like too extreme. And look, I know it's yummy. I know it is yummy, but I'm just talking from a purely physiological standpoint here, from an energy standpoint. And the transfer of the sugar from your bloodstream into the cell is going to be hampered by this introduced excess fat that you get with the peanut butter and you're having it with the glucose. It's just going to be interrupting that flow. So you're not going to get such a clean energy transfer and you're going to feel kind of more sluggish and less energy. But it's obviously still great. It's still great, okay?
Some nuts.
Some nuts. And that looks like egg. Why?
An egg.
Okay, with an egg. So it's really, it's disappointing that she had to put the egg in there. There's no actual benefit to the human frugivore to be eating this reptile food. There's no benefit. It's just a lie. It's just another marketing myth that has been pushed on us. You know, we're trying to get through this world and there's people trying to push a marketing, you know, push their product on us all the time, lying to us. So you have to realize that is very entrenched in the food industry as well. So we've got to stay focused and on the carbs.
For lunch, I'm going to have leftovers from yesterday.
Okay, so leftovers from yesterday. It looks like veggies and rice. I can't see any animal bits and pieces. Well, I don't know about secretion, but it doesn't look like that, right? It's probably something she might have had like in a background with a culture. I'm not sure. It looks good.
Rice and vegetables.
Rice and vegetables. Okay, I can't exactly knock that, can I? Obviously, I'm coming from the frugivore standpoint and from our physiological species-specific diet, which is a frugivore diet and high sweet fruit. So it's not ideal in that way, but I'm still supportive, obviously, because no animals are being intentionally hurt and it's still higher carbohydrate. That's great, but she's going to want to have something sweet later because there's not a lot of sweetness unless in the sauce she's added a lot of sugar, which is possible.
After lunch, I had a smoothie bowl.
Wow, cool. So you had a smoothie bowl. That's fantastic. It looked quite small and I would recommend more fruit. More, but excellent smoothie bowl.
And my tea, of course.
This is looking quite plant-based at this point, except for that henstration, the unfertilized reproductive cycle of chicken got a look in there. But other than that, we're going well, right? So she's having a tea, which is likely, you know, it's a stimulant. So stimulating her in some way. She probably needs more. She obviously needs more fruit right now, more calories.
And then I'm going to snack the whole day until dinner.
Okay. Oh, why does she look so unhappy about that? don't know why she looks so unhappy, but she looks like she's snacking on those banana fried, like real crispy things that can be like years old. I think they're plant-based, but I think they're like fried in oil, like really, really oily. I remember having these in my past. So not ideal, dehydrating, better to get in some more whole fruit. Have a banana smoothie, hey. Or some date and coconut rolls.
And Juno is...
Oh, no. Look, as far as model diets go and staying slim, these are the ultimate lifestyles, right? Fruit-based is the ultimate, of course, because it's biologically a species-specific diet, but raw till 4 and the Frugivore diet, the ultimate, because you can eat as much as you want and stay slim effortlessly. You can see I am slim. This has been over a decade. I'm not trying really hard. I'm not doing this calorie deficit, anything like that. So get on the lifestyle. Stop wasting time, in pain, basically, and deprivation. And you can check out my books. You can get the ebooks in the description below. Instant download. You can get ebooks and change your life and start being the frugivore that you really, really are. Check them out. The link is in the description. She's eating someone's legs for dinner. That's what we have here, someone's limbs. Someone who used to run around on those legs. So she's eating those legs. And as a frugivore, it is just gross. And I know if you're watching this and, you're living in this society and people do it all the time and you're like, oh, you're extreme. Calm down. What are you talking about? Look, just because everybody's doing something doesn't make it correct. It doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right for us as a frugivore if everybody's eating a certain way, especially when this society is very sick. We have an epidemic of obesity. We have people popping off, like millions of people popping off the planet every year from heart disease related to eating animals. Yes, that is the major cause. So, just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean you should do it. Doesn't mean these like foods, which are not foods, they're limbs of animals, should go in the human frugivore body, So it is gross as a frugivore to eat that way.
Chicken.
Okay, well,
it's rice and vegetables.
Okay, so I'm glad that she's got rice and vegetables there, and she has I think a fairly good serve of vegetables, even more rice, obviously, and take out the limbs and replace with heaps of potatoes or even just pasta. And pasta is highly processed, yes, and I used to eat it myself. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's terrible and you should never have it. If you're eating cooked food, then you can make that decision, because it's still plant-based, so I still support you, but it's not a whole food, so it's not going to digest as well as potatoes. So I'm going to give you the best option. Okay, so that's what we get. That is what we get from Bawari, and I feel like she would have had something sweet afterwards, but she probably just didn't show it. So, yeah, obviously it started off not too bad. Yes, there was a menstruation, but she was getting some fruit in there and she was doing mainly plant-based. She had the rice and the veggies, and then it just fell apart, obviously, at the end when she ate someone's legs. So, all right. So next up, let's go to What I Eat in a Day model edition here on the left. And there's Janelle. Hey, Janelle. Of course, you got in the keto search. We know you're all over that keto tag. So anyway, let's go to Whitney Thorne on the left here. Okay, so there's music. Let's turn that down. We have no human voice, unfortunately. This is like a keto edition. Okay, that looks appetizing, right? I'm being facetious if you can't tell. Scrambled, very beige. We've got the beige life going on here for breakfast. Scrambled Hensies and keto toast. So I'm thinking that might be some sort of special keto creation, maybe higher fat, maybe it's coconut flour or something. I'm not sure. With cream cheese, yicky. It's just yicky food. It really, really is. And yeah, where's the sweet fruit? This is not going to give her good energy to start the day. She's going to feel whoa, heavy. So no. Oh, all right. So avocado toast on keto bread and salad. So avocado, fantastic. But when it's used as a fat source, to avoid eating sweet fruits, basically, or sugar, obviously that is not good because it's just going to give you a whole lot of fat and not a whole lot of glucose and carbohydrates. But it's still a fresh food and it's good. But yeah, she can do better. Salad. So she got some fresh in there. Great. Not a lot. And so far you can see there isn't a lot of fructose. And fructose is very important, obviously, the human frugivore system. So if we don't get it, we're not going to have that, optimal energy for the day. what? She's just going to eat it like that. Just no. Honestly, no one can sit there and sit here and just say, that looks yummy. I want it so bad. Like, come on. Not only is this a class 1 carcinogen, but heck, this does not look good in any way. And obviously used to be part of an animal, part of someone. There's bits of someone there. You know, imagine it was human. It's like, oh, gee. So obviously that is a terrible thing to eat and should never go in your body. Kale soup, okay? Yeah, with sausage. Kale, good. Looks very cooked. Sausage looks very processed, probably filled with carbohydrate anyway. Obviously, it's going to have some animal bits here and there. But, you know, like I said in one of the previous videos, there's a lot of filler in here in these sausages. So the frugivore is going to get carbohydrates. You know, they try to get it any way they can. And, you know, and the food producers know this. That's why they pack it in with carbs. They fill it with carbs. All right. So, of course, she's going to go to the dark chocolate. She's going to go to some sort of sweet sauce. And it's from Keto, so it's probably packed with artificial sweetener. We saw Janelle having that fake maple syrup. It didn't even have maple syrup in it. It was disturbing. So what happens with this fake sugar is that, sure, you take it in through the mouth and the brain is like, oh, we're getting some sugar. So the brain is temporarily cheated, you know, and fooled, temporarily fooled into thinking sugar is coming in. And then when this chemical gets down to the small intestine where the sugar is absorbed, the brain gets a message like, no, this was not actually sugar. This was not actually sugar. Give me some real sugar. And then these individuals end up binging out. It's not really binging out. It's just trying to meet their caloric needs and their sugar needs. So that's what happens. You can't fool your body. It's only temporary. This calorie restriction does not work. You know, if calorie deficit, that's what these people do. And they get dehydrated and lose weight. Yeah. So you can see what's going on there. Okay. So hopefully the algorithm does not think it has no clothes, you know?
Hey guys.
All right. Let's turn this up. Nikki Andrea. Okay, so what I eat in a day, down 36 pounds.
Come back to another what I eat in a day.
So those pants are really pulled up tight, aren't they? They're really pulled up high. It's like, why is this uncomfortable fashion being pushed on us? We don't want to really wear this, you know, and I'm not saying it looks good or bad or anything like that. I'm just saying the comfort factor, the comforts. Oh, why can we not be comfortable? Look at all the uncomfortable fashion that they squeeze us into and they force on us. It's just wrong.
Started off today with 2 Juju crackers and apples, some almond butter.
Okay, so apples and some almond butter. This looks plant-based. That is great. Very dry, those crackers. I don't know what Juju crackers are, but they look crispy and dry. And obviously you are a water being. You are a living water filled with water. Living being filled with water. You're very hydrated. So you need to take in foods that are similar. Like fruit is hydrated as well. And that's what you are meant to be putting in there. In this temple of yours is meant to go a whole lot of fruit because a whole lot of hydration. So anyway, she's got some apples. That is great. Not enough. And she's got a lot of almond butter. It's quite a lot. And you might be like, oh, it's not too much. But seriously, like a little bit of high fat, you know, oil and, you know, very high fat food can definitely play havoc on your bloodstream. It can definitely interrupt the flow of the sugar to the cell. And I just want you to get that because it really will affect your energy. It really will affect the way you eat later on as well, your cravings, everything like that, your satiation in the moment. So yeah, it's plant-based, but it's not optimal with all that.
And honey. Then I had some coffee with oat milk cream.
So she had honey in there because, you know, she wasn't having enough fruit. So she was going for the bee secretion, basically. You know, they mix their secretion with the honey, you know. It's not optimal for the human. And she's having some coffee because she's not getting enough sweet fruit. You know, I made this revelation. I came to this revelation. I'm like, wow, over the years, this is it. This is why people are having coffee because they're not having enough sweet fruit. It is blatantly obvious. We need that. Fructose, fruit sugar is very important to the frugivore. See, we're starting with fructose, fruit, sugar, frugivore. Very, very important. And some of you, I think I saw a comment from someone saying, oh, I eat a lot of fruit, but I still like coffee. You're not eating enough fruit. A lot of people say I eat a lot of fruit, and I find out they're eating like 5 pieces a day or 6 pieces, and they're like, I'm eating enough. It's not enough. You need to pack it in, okay? And I know it's hard. The supermarkets can be full of crappy fruit, but you got to make it happen so you can experience like absolute abundance. Find a way to grow your own food, whether your fruit, especially fruit trees. Go to the community garden, plant fruit trees, do something, do whatever you can to get in that amazing fruit sugar. You know, it's amazing.
And my dog was being crazy. Then after my workout, I had a smoothie bowl. This is like 40 grams of protein in it.
Wow. Okay. So she got 40 grams of protein in there. That's completely unnecessary. It's just like waste product, basically, that you are filtering through your kidneys unnecessarily. You know, it's just putting strain on the kidneys. You don't have to do that. You don't have to load up on protein. There is no reason. You know, we talked about the human breast milk being so low in protein during that time of growth when we're meant to be growing. We're obviously growing the most. So, and there's quite a bit of peanut butter or something on the top, more fruit here.
And then I had...
wow. That's a lot of egg, right? Probably egg whites, but it looks a little yellow, like she has some of the yolk in there. I don't know. Like, it's just not tasty. It's not tasty. You can't eat that without seasoning it because it's so yuck. It's very, very yucky, and she's got hummus and carrots, I guess. So she's got reptile food here.
2 eggs scrambled with a cup of egg whites, carrots, and hummus.
2 eggs scrambled. And wow, it's a lot of cholesterol as well. Unnecessary, unhealthy. Don't believe the egg marketing myths. All right, trail mix, kombucha. Yeah, pineapple peach kombucha. She probably is going for probiotics because her gut is not feeling the best eating the way she is. But trail mix, yeah.
Snacked on this amazing trail mix and kombucha.
She just needs more sweet fruit. I was going to say maybe she's vegetarian, but that is like anything to really celebrate about, of course, because they're eating liquid meat. But yeah, so she's got a fish here.
For dinner, I had salmon and broccoli.
Okay, so she's got salmon here. We talked about salmon so much. It's like, why are you, as a frugivore, eating this animal from the ocean that seals basically eat, right? Or bears. Do we look anything like a seal or a bear? Obviously not. We're not meant to eat salmon. We're not meant to eat these fish, any fish at all. It's just another marketing thing. We're just being sold these lies. She obviously needs potatoes here, some rice, some more carbohydrates because like it's very greasy, very, very greasy. And she's just got a bit of broccoli. It's good to see some plants there, but obviously keto. Yeah. Okay. So she finished off the night with 2 different kinds of chocolate. I'm like sugar. Why do you think? You know the answer. You've been following me, even if this is during this series. So you know the answer because she is a frugivore. That's what her physiology is. She's a primate essentially, and she's not getting the fruit in. She's not getting enough fruit. So then the brain's like, hang on, go for this processed chocolate. And then it's another one of these cases, like I said before, that it tricks the brain because these are no sugar added because they're keto, right? Like no sugar alcohols, no cane sugar. Get the cane sugar in. Seriously? Don't worry. Don't worry. You are going to be fine. Not going to make you fat, not going to make you sick. It's just a whole lot of lies. So eat the sugar. Just, eat the fruit firstly, obviously. But when you try and cheat the brain your body will fight back. You cannot cheat it for long. The brain is going to go, nah, this was fake. Let's go to a binge. Let's go to a cheat day. So you can see what's happening here. This is not going to work for these women long term. So I'm just trying to interrupt the pattern that these women are in and tell them that, look, this is unhealthy message you're putting out. You're creating ED and other females around the world, and you need to wake up. You need to wake up and get on the program, get on a fruit-based diet. All right, let these women know that I made a video for them and hopefully they can make a response, right? That would be great. So yeah, there's more of these everywhere. But anyway, that's my video for today. Let us know in the comments below who you want to see next, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to go fruit yourself. Okay? Okay?